What's up, everybody? Back at it again. And today I want to talk about intrusive thoughts and rumination and how to kind of work through those things. And what intrusive thoughts are kind of thoughts that pop into your head that might cause you a little bit of distress. And these can be about harming others, about sexual in nature. They can be about, what if type thoughts. And then rumination comes kind of right after that. And for most people, intrusive thoughts, they come and go and they really don't cause them too much distress. They can kind of laugh it off and go about their day. But with people with OCD, they really try to get to the bottom of these thoughts and why am I having these thoughts and what do they mean about me as a person? And then they can just get stuck in this rumination loop where they're thinking about this thought and how it pertains to them for hours and hours and days even. And the thing about intrusive thoughts are, sometimes thoughts come into our head that we don't have any control over. So to try to think about what they mean is kind of a never-ending battle. And intrusive thought, an example that I'd come up with was a little old lady, you're in line and there's a little old lady in front of you that's kind of counting coins, and maybe a thought comes in your head to just hit this old lady and get her out of your way. And even though you never do anything like that, that thought, most people kind of just laugh it off. But somebody with OCD might really start to think about what this means about them as a person. Does this mean that I'm capable of hurting somebody? And then they will make steps in their day to ensure that they're never in a position where they could maybe at some point cause harm to somebody. And that's just exhausting to try to do. And the thing about with rumination is then they'll sit and they'll think and they'll play this out in their mind of why they're not this type of person or how that this is not possible. And that's just reinforcing this loop, telling your brain that these thoughts are dangerous. And I was watching another YouTube video by Sparky Wilson, and he said something about how to deal with this kind of rumination and intrusive thoughts. And he said something that I thought was really cool that I've been kind of trying, which is to just treat them as if it's a TV in the background that you're really not paying attention to. And I've been trying to implement that in my treatment of OCD, because when I try to cut out a compulsion, it usually involves a lot of rumination. And I will have intrusive thoughts about things that happen, things that maybe could happen, and then I'll just ruminate about them. And a couple hours will go by and I'll realize that, yeah, I cut out that compulsion, but I've just been ruminating the whole day about it. So really, where's that gotten me? And so I've really been trying to implement this background noise type of approach to it. So, and the thing about rumination is we all do it, whether you have OCD or not. And another example, I was talking to my fiance, explaining this video a little bit to her, and I was saying, like, people ruminate all the time about things, and it can really waste a lot of time and energy. For example, if like you have an important meeting and you're just thinking about it and you're thinking about all the things they may say, all the things that you want to say, making sure that your point comes across right. And then you get to the meeting goes on the way the meeting's going to go on. And at the end of it, you're like, man, I just wasted this entire day trying to control this situation that was completely out of my control. So really, when you find yourself battling with intrusive thoughts or ruminating about something, the best thing that you can do is not try to push that thought away, not try to replace that thought with a different thought. The best thing to do is to just kind of allow it to be there and focus on whatever you're doing in the first place and just kind of move through your life. And eventually, when you show your brain that you're not going to spend a lot of time or energy on these intrusive thoughts and you're not really going to participate in the rumination that goes on, because to a degree it's going to go on, but when you decide not to participate in it, you can start to see it go away a little bit faster. And I want to say again that my videos are not treatment. I'm not a therapist, but I have some educational background and I have a lifetime of experience with OCD and anxiety. And I've tried all the things that don't work. And I'm just recently in my life starting to implement some of the things that I'm trying to teach. And through implementing those, I've had really great results. So the thing to do with, intrusive thoughts and rumination is to not participate in them. Allow them to be there, but just move through your day. Do the things you're going to do. Focus on the things that you wanted to focus on. Allow those thoughts to be there, but not to participate. And I just want to thank everybody that watches my videos. This is therapeutic for me as well. It really hits home the things that I need to continue to do on a daily basis to build my mental health back up and to a point where I can go through weeks and months and feel great. So I hope that for you all as well. So I hope you get something from my videos. Until next time, thanks.